Sure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody get happy.
Oh, okay. We're live.
Yay. Let's see if we got anybody on. Oh, we got one person on. 2 thumbs up already. We're doing good.
You always decided to play a little background music.
Yep. Non-monetized, so we're good there.
Hi, happy thoughts.
Oh, happy thoughts.
Thanks for joining in.
We're a little on the latest side for the UK people, man, but we're here.
Yep.
It's only 10:30, so it's not too bad.
I think it's a 6-hour difference.
Oh, it's 6 hours difference.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 11:30.
Yeah.
Depends on what time of year it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got one.
So what we thought we would talk about today is the physically in, mentally in people and the physically out, mentally in. So the Pomis and the Pimis.
Yep.
And why they decide to watch Exjw content. So we're going to kind of theorize on that today.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't it funny that anybody that has a channel, or if you guys are surfing other ex-Jehovah's Witness channels, you're probably seeing that a lot of the Jehovah's Witnesses are trolling those channels and making posts. And even though the governing body is now telling everybody not to go on these channels and not to look outside of their material, it's still happening quite frequently. It's kind of funny at how many Jehovah's Witness trolls they are.
Yeah.
Yep. I was kind of hoping we'd get some more people on before we really get into it, though.
Yeah.
So, can you hear us out there? Happy thoughts.
I'm sure everyone can, as long as the microphone's working.
Yeah.
Should be.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
There we go.
She can hear us. Okay.
Cool.
Oh yeah, because it shows the microphone there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
You like the music?
We decided we'd try to play a little music today and make it a little more entertaining.
Yeah. Feel like you're shopping in a mall?
No, hopefully it's better than that.
Oh yeah, it is better.
That's like elevator music. Boring.
Yeah.
Boring music.
Yeah, this is kind of like New Age.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
As long as
it's
non-monetized music, of course, that's what we have to do. Just make sure it's not too loud.
I know, this song kind of went up in volume, didn't it?
Turn it down a little.
We'll just have a rave today.
Okay. Hey, Esty. Hello.
Esty.
Yeah, so, how's your day been? Thanks for asking. Yep, just kind of catching up on chores and things like that. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Usually it's our catch-up day on chores and getting ready for the week.
Yes.
And it's very hot here. I don't know if it is where y'all are at, but it's hot. Very hot. It's been raining a lot for several weeks, off and on, almost every single day, and then now it's hot.
It's like 96 today. I think the heat index is over 100. So
yeah.
I love hot weather, so I'm not complaining, but you don't like hot weather.
No, I do like hot weather.
Do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 91.
You just overheat, though.
I'd rather be hot than cold. That's
my
preference.
Me too.
Yeah. You can always cool off by getting in the pool or something like that.
Yeah, I lived in the desert. I thought it was the best thing ever.
Yeah. Hence the background of the desert. His favorite place. Of course, you need some water too, though.
That's true.
I like bodies of water. I like lakes and the ocean. I've enjoyed that. I enjoy the water. To me, it's more peaceful.
She's an amazing skier.
I like to water ski. Yeah. Grew up doing that.
I grew up on the water, but I was a country guy, so fishing was the deal.
Oh, you spent some time with some 2 former Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
Nice.
It's been very, very hot there. Okay. Well, I hope that you had productive conversations. And that's what you have to do. You just have to make new friends and connect with people
Are you in the States? Happy thoughts. I think you're in Europe, right? The UK, maybe.
Uh, but we did notice how a lot of ex-JWs, well, we have several that comment on our channel, and they try to defend Watchtower. They say,
We got 5 on. Okay.
They say they try to explain how Watchtower has all this amazing library of literature, and I'm like, okay, if you count the library, the Watchtower library, as just stuff that you're no longer allowed to use. Can you turn it down?
Yep.
So you listen to Lori. Okay.
That's as low as it goes.
Okay. So you're in the UK. That's cool.
Oh, cool. So it's hot in the UK. Cool. I've been to the UK a few times. Good friend of mine lives in Torquay, and I've been there. The British Riviera. I've been to Blackpool. I've been all over the UK. But
why are you so sweaty?
Because I just got out of the shower 2 minutes ago. And I took a really hot shower.
Okay. Yeah. So speaking of Jehovah's Witnesses. So I don't know if this guy is Pimi, physically and mentally in, or if he's Pomi. So he says, Jehovah's Witnesses have large libraries with writing, research materials from many sources. To say that Jehovah's Witnesses use information only from JW sources is a foolish babble on your part. A good number of secular researchers and astronomy experts have investigated.
Astronomy experts. That's hilarious.
Perhaps you should widen out your research instead of making accusations on what you have no information. Like, actually, I would say to the contrary, Jehovah's Witnesses do not have a lot of research material. They use their own research, which is crap that they invented.
Which, if they do use someone else like secular research, they twist it to their own benefit, and they've gotten in trouble for that with cease and desist letters in their past.
Yep, like the plagiarism as well. They've had trouble with that. Hi, CJ. Oh, you finished your birthday lunch? Okay.
All right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, CJ. Mm-hmm.
Ah, happy birthday, man. That's got to be cool to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's they're not even supposed to be on other sites now. You know, they're locking it down. That's like Satan, according to the new convention. But yet they're still coming on sites, so they're just trolls. Mm-hmm. But yet they're still mentally in, and that's kind of a weird thing to see.
Yeah. So it makes me wonder, like, why?
Hey, Jeff.
Why is it? Hey, Jeff. Why is it that they decide that they're going to come here? Or come to all the XJW sites? Because I know all of the XJW witness YouTube channels, I'm guarantee you they all have trolls on there. And the governing body tells them, do not research that. Do not go on there and look. I mean, my mother would never even consider it. And she's not going to go on there and try to defend Watchtower. She's just not even going to bother looking at it. So I'm wondering, are these people maybe questioning their own beliefs already? Because why would they go to that extreme of looking up XJW sites and just to defend Watchtower?
Yep, that's true. It's kind of weird. You know, they're trolls. I know they're trolling, but it's kind of weird that they get so angry, and there's so much, you can see the anger in these people whenever they're making posts or replying to posts, and they lose it. Mm-hmm. There was a guy once that he still does YouTube. I don't want to say his name, but but yeah, don't. But anyway, he would get so angry. You could see the anger boiling in this person.
But that's how all the witnesses are.
Yeah.
If you try and
hold on, guys.
If you try to have a conversation with a Jehovah's Witness and in a very nice way, just say, allergies. Hey, don't. Watchtower says this, but this is what the Bible says. They lose it.
Yeah.
Either that or they run away from you. Because I've been watching some apologetic, or I think it's, yeah, people who go and defend the Bible. They're not necessarily have been Jehovah's Witnesses. Some of them have, some of them are not. And they just have conversations with Jehovah's Witnesses. And one guy encountered them cart witnessing. And he went up to them and just started asking them questions about Jesus and the deity of Jesus, and they just basically ran away. They decided they were going to pack and leave. Well, if you were so confident in your beliefs, why would you pack up and leave? Wouldn't you want to stay and defend and say, well, here's what the Bible says here, and here's what it says over here? Instead, they just said, well, go to the website.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, how is that going to help you if I go to your website?
Well, and not only that, it's like whenever you try to have a conversation with a Jehovah's Witness, a real believing Jehovah's Witness, they will cherry pick scripture all over the place like a shotgun blast. It just scatters everywhere, and trying to create their own narrative. And whenever you prove them wrong or show that, you know, when you're taking that out of context, that chapter you're taking the verse from is about, you know, there again, like Proverbs chapter 4, that's about Solomon talking to his sons and giving them words of wisdom, how to live their lives. You know, the good path, the dark path, righteousness and unrighteousness. Yeah. And you show them that, they get all mad and angry, or, you know, no matter what it is. Like in Matthew, you know, they love to quote one scripture out of there, but right before that, you know, Jesus is talking about on this day, all power, all authority is given to me in heaven and on earth. But, oh, I've never noticed that. I was like, really?
Yeah, they skip that verse and move on to the next one.
Yeah, they cherry pick stuff, and they like to, and then when you prove them wrong, they get so angry they can't handle it, and then they try to make out like you're the one wrong. See, I got you, blah blah blah. And you're like laughing. You just want to bust out laughing because that looks so ignorant, like a child arguing. Mm-hmm. And you're like, you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but it's the Manchurian Candidate. And that's where the government, like in South Korea, these soldiers were captured and they were brainwashed in Manchuria, and they come back programmed. And that's what it reminds me of. Like the Jehovah's Witnesses are programming and brainwashing their members. Yeah. The governing body. And it's, yeah.
What, or
A Brave New World, which was printed in 1932, talking about brainwashing. That's even scarier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's, so what is that?
A Brave New World.
It's a book.
Matter of fact, Iron Maiden, one of my favorite bands, wrote an album based on that book. But it's a book that was printed in 1932, and it's called A Brave New World, and it's about social conditioning and brainwashing. And that was in 32. If it tells you how far back we're going in the brainwashing techniques, they actually go back to around the 1860s really hard. What's Jeff saying?
Yeah, so yeah, Jeff, you would have been the one JW that would have instead of fighting, you would have walked away because you were maybe scared of a former JW might know something or might be right.
Right.
And then when you were aware of some who were apostates, you were thinking in your mind, what do they know that I don't? Yeah, I used to wonder, like, why were they apostates? Like, what caused them to turn away? You know, you don't, but then you just kind of put it out of your mind and you don't keep questioning, which we should.
Well, A Brave New World's a book, and if you guys want to look at it, it's in one of Rutherford's Watchtowers that he printed back in the 30s. So obviously he read about brainwashing techniques. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, that is. Hi, Maverick.
Oh, Maverick, somebody new, eh?
Yeah.
Good to see you on here.
Yeah, or you could also say that as far as like brainwashing goes, there's an entire country that's brainwashed. It's North Korea.
Yeah.
North Korea is a country that from the moment you're born, they teach you to hate Americans and to worship the leader.
But in all honesty, we're all somewhat in every country, somewhat brainwashed. I met a Russian guy, you know, it was in the early 90s. And he had been in Russian military and everything. He'd come to America afterwards. He's, you know, he fit in. He loved the country. And everything he was told about us was wrong, and everything I thought about them was wrong. It was kind of crazy. So, it's where all countries, everybody does it, but these, to what extent do they do it? Now, these cults that start, they're pushing it to the total max extent of brainwashing someone to get that person dedicated and loyal to them and basically worshiping them. And if you look at what the witnesses do today, they literally are worshiping the governing body. You can slice or dice that however you want. It's very obvious they worship the governing body.
Yep, that is exactly true.
Esty, what'd she say? Hi. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wonder.
I can't see none of that.
This one guy, he's been commenting quite a bit on our channel.
Yeah,
Who's a Jehovah's Witness?
Well, he claims to be a Jehovah's Witness, but
he defends Watchtower.
Right, there you go.
So I assume he is.
Well, he claims to be.
Okay, then I guess he is. Yeah. When Kim Jong II died and the people were crying out over him, and you couldn't tell if they were sincere or pretending, was there something about it that felt weirdly familiar? Yeah. Oh yeah, because I mean, I think they're required to show emotion for the leader passing away, but you're not supposed to show emotion for losing your family members. Like if they take one of your family members to go in those work camps they have, then you're supposed to just act like it doesn't matter. And then they're taught to rat on each other, just like Jehovah's Witnesses in a way. Obviously it's much harsher in that country, but they're told to rat on each other. It's just like Watchtower tells you to rat on each other if you break one of the rules. And you will
Brazil, Ova Frito.
Yes, hello.
I guess that's Brazil. Portuguese.
Okay. Yay.
And is his name Adam? Mine or somebody you're asking on the chat? I'm Anthony. This is KC, just so everybody, the new people know. Mm-hmm. And thank you guys. Thank you, Frito, for signing on today and checking out the show. Deeply appreciated. Much love to you.
The one that was in high positions and was well respected, that turned apostate, always piqued my curiosity. Like, what made them go astray? What did they find out? I was always curious. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did wonder it, but I was also scared.
Friends. They were required.
So the North Koreans were required to cry, but there was also a part of them that you sensed they truly felt that way. Seeing the brainwashing in real time, like that was really something. I know, but I mean, to me, it's so obvious that these people are brainwashed. They're robotic. They're not sincere in their feelings. They are just robots. They're told when to cry. They're told when to stop feeling something, feeling any emotion. They can do it with a snap of the fingers.
Hi, Queen Mevie Speaks. Glad to see you on here as well.
Hello, Colin.
The CO visits.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yay, thanks for joining in.
You guys like the music in the background? It's kind of make things a little bit better.
Yeah, we can turn it up or down. Well, I don't think we can turn it down.
No, that's as low as it can go. Yeah. But we can turn it up.
Yeah.
If it gets too loud, you can't hear us.
Right. So is the volume okay on the music?
We just have a party. I mean, yeah. I'll go get the drinks.
Yeah.
Let's see. How long have you both been awake?
Oh, okay. So I grew up Jehovah's Witness, third generation with my mom, second generation with my dad, and so I was born in, and then I left in 2018, officially, I guess you could say January 2018. I was questioning my beliefs in 2017. He actually studied with Jehovah's Witnesses for about a year and a half, and it was for me because when we got married, he was not Jehovah's Witness, and I wanted him to become one. And so he studied, but then he realized while he was studying that nothing was adding up with the 1914 and he found out all the crap, all of their secrets, the UN and all that. And then he just shared that with me. But he did try. He was planning on becoming a witness, but he didn't make it that far. Except he studied a long time, like a year and a half.
I know.
So he was going to do it until he realized it wasn't true.
Well, even then, I still tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. And then I was
Yeah.
like, no, I can't do this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember he asked me one time, what do you believe is the word of God? Or more important, the Watchtower or the Bible? And I remember that question. And I said, both. They're the same. And he's thinking, oh my God, this woman's in a cult.
I did think that.
And then you mentioned, I don't believe in the governing body as a faithful slave. And I was like, okay, why? What else do you not believe? And then he just kind of told me a little at a time, not all at once. Of course, because it could be upsetting. I mean, some things were upsetting to me.
I think the first thing I told you was the UN.
You're out 13 years. Oh wow.
Oh wow, good job.
In age 16, came out when you were in your 40s. Wow. Well, good for you for leaving longer than me. Yeah. For sure. I was 38 or 39. There was a sister who moved to our congregation from the Soviet Russia. She went apostate within a year. Wow, that blew my mind and made me curious. And I was only around 12 years old at the time. Wow. And think about the Russians. I mean, I guess some of them have been in jail and, they kind of suffered over there. Yeah, it is. I mean, I hate for anyone to go to prison. Yeah. And that is a bit harsh.
Especially for a false religion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But also, think about, back during the Nazi era, when all the Jehovah's Witnesses at that time had to do was sign a paper denying their faith. And they could be set free, but they would have had to fight in the military.
Most likely, yes.
Because that was just a requirement. But instead, they chose to go to the concentration camps. Some of them. Some of them did. Some of them did not. It's not as many as the Jehovah's Witnesses think that went to the concentration camps. But
you're right. No, it wasn't. I looked into that.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. So the faithful slave was Charles Russell in the 70s.
Oh, wow. See?
When I initially studied. Yeah. And they kept changing it.
Thanks, C. Welcome to the channel, by the way.
Yeah. Hi, C. You left 8 years ago? Okay, wonderful. Never looked back. Good. It was about almost the same, about 7. Yep. I guess officially I was questioning my beliefs in 2017. And then by the beginning of 2018, I definitely was mentally out. But I was a Pimo for a little while.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. I had to do the service thing, and that was hard. That was hard, going to doors and going to the meetings and all, and not believing in it. And I just did it for a short time, but I was just trying to fade out slowly and carefully. And eventually they will leave you alone. So if you want to fade, people who fade, you can do it. You just have to do it gradually, and they'll come around. They'll knock on your door. They'll call you. They'll text you. You just, in my opinion, don't answer. Don't talk to them. Ignore them.
587 was actually, I first showed her the UN. That was one thing that started getting her to question. But 587 was the one that pretty much got her out, I think. Wow. So yes, Maverick and Jeff, you guys both. It's fundamental.
Colin, you did a video about the paper they had to sign in Nazi Germany. It's quite interesting what it actually said. Oh.
On the 20th here in Brazil, a 53-year-old. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
On the 20th in Brazil. Yeah. A 53-year-old Pimo elder took his own life. I know. Yeah. I actually saw that.
They're looking for legal prosecution on that, right? Against the Watchtower.
That's what I had seen. I thought I saw that, but it was they were planning on the Brazilian government was possibly going to be prosecuting the Watchtower because they were shunning him, I guess, or they were going to shun him, and he couldn't handle it. So he did what he
Quit
did.
digging stuff. Come here.
Hi, Nancy.
I can't.
Okay, so the UN got your mom all out as well. Okay, well, yay! So you have more than just yourself out. That's great.
I posted the website people can go check out on my last video. If you look in the description, it's the first link you'll see. It's to the UN.org, and it has the letter that they wrote for everybody. Oh, by the way, everybody, this is Joey.
Yep, our little Poochie.
Yeah, he's a Cavacorgi.
He's beautiful.
The mascot.
He's our mascot. Kind of like, is it Izzy? Iggy? Iggy.
Izzy.
I think it's Iggy. Iggy's.
I think it's Izzy.
Wally's Iggy. Or is it Izzy? Y'all can let me know. And then this is Joey. So CO Visit, you said that you did create a video. Watchtower always showed the paper they had to sign in Germany, but it was really small and it was in German. When you actually read it, it's quite surprising.
Huh.
I put up things on my WhatsApp status and they only sending sad faces.
Well, then Rutherford wrote letters to Hitler and made things worse.
What did he? Yeah, that's right. What did he do?
Oh,
his allergies are messed up today. Sorry, guys.
I'll weed eat and I'm allergic to grass. So
he's got the worst allergies known to man.
Yes, I do.
I switched halls, then faded, but because of who I was and my family was there already, had me marked. But you faded in 2018, got off the pioneer list 5 months prior before I moved halls. Best decision you ever made. Okay, Queen EV speaks. Okay, thank you for sharing. I was just
and all these new people, Nancy. But thank everybody for checking us out today. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys.
Mm-hmm. Rutherford was all in favor of the Reich.
At first, he was. Yeah, the Third Reich. He was all in favor. Then he wrote this awful letter to Hitler. And
what did he say?
It's printed. You have to go look at it. You can find the Watchtower that it's in.
We'll have to look that up then.
Yeah.
Rutherford was sending letters to Hitler to kiss his ass.
Yeah, that's
but
pretty
Hitler
much
saw right through it, and it backfired. Mm-hmm.
It backfired. That's exactly correct.
Yeah, exactly. So
then he got all mad.
Queen Meavy, are you being shunned? Just curious. So it's good you were able to fade.
You're on mega shit day today.
Yeah, we just gave Joey a bath and gotta brush him some so he's not so shedding so bad.
No, it's just faded.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Oh, so it had me marked. Oh, okay, I got it.
It had you marked, you faded, Queen Meavy, but I was just wondering, like, does your family talk to you still, at least? Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Dog's cute.
Okay. So, close friends do. Relatives, only a few. Okay.
Yes, close friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look up in the archive, Watchtower, February 1881, page 188 on New Light. It condemns the current JW view.
I actually, if you'll go look in the description of the video I just posted, I posted that. It's page 188. Yeah. 1881. I posted 2 articles from that same Watchtower. That is I posted the whole year, so you can go down and read the whole year of 1881. It's crazy. 1879 is even better because Russell did not believe that Jesus was Michael the Archangel. Yeah, look in the.
So it's in this. It's in this video that he posted.
Yeah, just get in the description. You can see all the links.
I have trouble doing that.
I posted the UN link. I posted as 1881 Watchtower, 1879 Watchtower. I posted the link to the Finnish mystery. I posted a link to Our Lord Saves, and Millions Now Living Will Never Die. That way people can go read it, see exactly what they were saying. Or you can go buy the books over at eBay.
Mm-hmm.
But some of those are very expensive. So,
yeah.
All right, let's see. Hey, everyone. Oh, hey, Jane.
So
Jane Spitfire.
Jeff's in New Mexico.
Yes, I
Okay.
did remember that.
Yeah. So we're
Nancy,
we're
what
on
part of the country do you guys live in? I'm in North Carolina.
Mhm.
Huh. Nancy Bedford.
Mhm.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, we're
We're close.
yeah, we're not far from you, Nancy. Close by. South Florida. Okay.
Put it like this:
UK.
if you know where Tony Morris is, we're really close to him.
Not too far.
Yeah, not too far.
Yeah.
Close to where he lives. Let me rephrase that.
Mhm. Yeah. I'll have to look up that Watchtower. Let's see if I can find it. In the meantime.
Which one? 1881?
Uh-huh. 1881, page 188. I'm digging
Oh,
the
wait a
background.
minute. Jeff has
Jay
family in North
makes
Carolina.
It look like you're closer to my neck of the woods. Okay, right, because you're in New Mexico. Yeah, that's cool.
Now, neither one of us are from here, though.
Where did you say?
Jeff has family here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said neither one of us are from here, though.
No. You're from Alabama.
Originally, and I lived in California.
I'm from South Carolina.
17 till I was 29. Lancaster County. South Carolina?
Lancashire.
Lancashire. She's in the UK.
UK.
Yeah, jeez. Lancashire. Derby is near. Yeah.
Hi, Cool Sense. Thanks for joining in.
Oh, Cool Sense.
Mm-hmm. From London, Maverick? Okay, cool.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Big city.
Yep. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can find that Watchtower just so I can maybe share it with you. Used to go to Charleston, South Carolina, JW congregation back in the 1980s. Yep. I have family there. Yep. Charleston. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty cool place. But I think if you're a witness, everybody knows each other there pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
I just saw something else.
Oh, you're Lancaster,
in Brazil,
California.
we're isolated by the Portuguese language. Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't know what's going on in the Exjw world outside of Brazil. What? Therefore, it would be interesting to provide automatic audio in Portuguese. You know, that's actually true. We need to figure out how to do that. If you have any ideas for us to do that.
For it to translate?
Yeah, for it to translate so we can do that. Drop it in an email. You'll see our email.
taxonjw@gmail.com.
Yeah, and just let us know what to do, and we'll make sure that gets translated to Portuguese.
Yeah.
If there's something we can do on our end.
We could just Google it.
Yeah.
To see. Okay.
Just over the pond. There you go.
Yeah. So I was going to see if I could find the Watchtower.
So are you a football fan, by the way? Maverick?
Oh, yeah. Charleston, South Carolina. All JWs know each other. Yep. They asked my JW hubby back then for me to quit working in Pioneer. Wow. I said no. Yes. Good. I know it's a problem. All
JWs there know each other.
Apparently in Charleston, I mean, I'm sure it's like that in a lot of places, but apparently in Charleston, I've heard, just because I have family in it, that, they pretty much know each other too well. Yeah. And it's kind of hard to fade without people knowing that you've stepped away from it.
The saddest JW story I ever heard in my life is her niece.
Yeah, my great niece.
Yeah. Yeah, her dad was a lot older. Her dad got baptized in like the late 30s, early 40s.
He got baptized in the mid 40s because
he couldn't have, because he was conscientious objector with that other guy, and that other guy went to jail in 42.
So he was like 18 in 1942. So would have been in the mid 40s or early to mid 40s.
That's early 40s.
Is whenever he went to jail for not going to serve in World War II. My dad was much older than my mother, and he already had a family before us. So he became a Jehovah's Witness because of his first wife. She was his parents were involved in it, or her parents were. What? Did you go to the? Okay. What?
Do you know this Moss T Street?
I don't know what you're trying
Durham
to show
Avenue.
me.
I was trying to say this is where she said she went in Charleston, North Charleston.
Okay. Well, I never lived in Charleston, so I don't really know Charleston that well.
Hello,
I mean, I know I've visited. That's all.
From Houston, Texas. Hey, Esther, good to see you. Thank you for signing in.
Oh, you're a former Jehovah's Witness from birth. Yep. Dad was an elder and a circuit overseer in the late 70s. That cult almost ruined my mind. Got out in 1998. Yeah, that's the problem with it is I'm glad you're able to leave, but it messes with your mind really bad because, of course, it's all negative feelings. It's anxiety. It's fear. It's guilt. It's obligations. It's anger. And I remember leaving the Kingdom Hall after every time there would be a meeting, just feeling really angry because I just wanted to get out of there.
Oh, yes, in baseball. Okay.
And I never enjoyed anything. I just did it, out of the obligation, but I never liked it.
Now, when I said football, I meant soccer. But yes, American football and baseball I like as well, but I also like soccer.
Yeah. So Jeff, you were auxiliary pioneer. I was a regular pioneer for about 3 years. Went to pioneer school, didn't like it. I actually I know it's crazy, but I was one of these people that just did not enjoy it. But I would do it out of obligation. That's the problem, I did what I could. Oh, your dad died as an elder? Oh. Believe and obey so far as you can understand God's word today, and so continue to grow in grace and knowledge day by day. Watchtower in 1895. And see, they don't like to use the word grace. They will use that. They say undeserved kindness.
But see, Russell would be a disfellowship person nowadays.
Well, he doesn't follow what it's like to be.
Russell believed in the cross. He did not believe that Jesus was Michael the Archangel. A lot of differences. He did like the holidays. Yep.
Yeah, it is true. It's nothing but anxiety constantly. Oh, and how many of you who grew up in it as children were scared of the dark and had bad dreams? I was one of those. It was so bad. I had frequent nightmares. I couldn't sleep in the dark. I had to have lights on, and I still would be scared to the point I was maybe this is too much information, but I would pee in the bed. Longer than I should have.
That's because of
that.
And
I read up on that, and it's because anxiety is one of the reasons.
You're told the world's going to end at any moment. Geez, you don't tell children that. And then studying that stupid Revelations book, that was awful.
Had to have a night light on until I was 18. Yeah, I actually had to have night lights. As an adult, well past my 18th birthday. Because I remember one time I watched this movie that scared the living crap out of me when I was probably 22. And it scared me so bad. I would lay in bed in just complete terror. And even when I was a little girl, my parents were really good about not making sure I didn't watch anything scary. I just remember always just laying in bed in just complete terror. You shouldn't feel that way when you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, they have terrifying pictures. It's crazy.
Yeah, Russell was never a Jehovah's Witness. He didn't use that. He didn't never use the name Jehovah's Witnesses. He used the name Jehovah, but he never created the name.
That much.
He never created the name Jehovah's Witnesses.
Right. Jehovah's Witnesses and the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society from 1916 until now are totally different than what Russell had. When Russell died in 1916, that was the end of Russell's era.
Then see you, the Charlie Brown teacher. Wah, 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 wah,
Yeah.
wah, 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 wah. Yeah. I wish I could have heard the Charlie Brown teacher because that would have helped me get through it.
Well, new shirt today.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember them, but hey, that was my favorite thing as a kid. I didn't like the Brady Bunch, but I love these guys. So.
Yeah, the Bible stories for children. Yeah, they had some
I mean,
messed up
Brady Bunch was
stories as well. That just a little too much for children, a little too graphic.
Yeah. Yeah, those things are way
Yeah.
too much for children. That's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder if Russell could get removed today, right? Or
That's right.
disfellowship. Yeah, probably so. They would have. I mean, they already tore down his pyramid.
Yeah, they're trying to erase the history.
Yeah, they want to get rid of him.
A lot of people know who it is. All right.
Yeah, it was scary. That's true. As a child, and also the Revelation book, which we had to read like 3 times in the book study, because that was required in book study. I mean, it was like 2 or 3 times we went over that thing, and it was scary. And I remember my brother and I having lots of nightmares after reading that book.
Yes, the Bible students are still around. That is correct. I have a lot of their literature.
Mm-hmm. The Russellites, basically.
And Bible students, and they still follow Russell. They still print.
Russell.
You can buy the studies in Scripture through them. They print them and distribute them out and sell
them. I like that. My book of how to freak your kids out stories instead of my book of Bible stories. I like that.
Yeah. Man, Joey's shedding like crazy.
Right. Oh yeah, that's true. Like anytime I would hear a thunderstorm, it would scare me, and I was thinking Armageddon. Of course, I also remember feeling as a child that I was going to maybe get the police were going to come for us, and we were going to be thrown in jail, and that we were going to be persecuted. So you're thinking you're going to get tortured or something. It's just not something you should be feeling as a child. Yeah. I still remember Jezebel's face and her crazy face. Oh
no, that creature she was riding.
The top makeup.
Oh, that's the older pictures. Yeah.
Oh no, me too. I just remember she looked like a witch. Like a scary witch. Too much makeup for sure.
Old Jezebel.
She's like. Nah.
Isn't Jezebel supposed to be like beautiful though? She had that king, sure enough.
Yeah. Who knows what she really looked like? Problem. And the old Paradise book had scary pictures too, huh?
Like lipstick.
Paradise book. Yeah, from Paradise Lost to Paradise Regained, or I don't think I have that book. I'm gonna have to go look for it because it was before my time of studying. I mean, I have some old books for sure, but that's not one I have.
I don't think I've wore lipstick since '91.
The harlot on the wild beast was wild too. Yeah, that's true. She's like drinking blood.
Oh yeah.
And she's riding that beast like, come look at me.
And then the beast eats her, devours her.
I'm hot. I'm gonna drink your blood.
The 4 horsemen.
And then she's like,
oh, cool sense. Let's see going. To be interesting seeing the new court action play out. Oh yeah, it is.
With the governing body being served. Mm-hmm, that's true.
Now, that's a summons. Now, this is the way this works. They send them a summons, and they can deny. They don't have to show for the summons. They can send rejection letters or whatever for summons. But this is the way those usually work. They'll send a summons. They don't apply. They don't respect the summons. So then next comes the subpoenas. Now, a subpoena is totally different. You have to appear. And when they get subpoenaed, all gloves are off. They'll have to be there. And with all this information coming out, guys, this is so cool. They will be able to pierce the corporate veil. And if you guys don't know what that means, just Google corporations, corporate veil being pierced by judge. And it'll tell you what has to happen for them to pierce the corporate veil of a corporation. That way they can see all the shell companies. So everything is revealed.
Yeah, we might have to show that.
Yeah.
We were actually looking up some information
I thought
about
the harlot was pretty hot.
Watchtower. Yeah, you thought the harlot was pretty hot on the Revelation book. I know that's funny, but you couldn't tell anybody.
Yeah, the one in Revelations book, she was drawn really well.
Yeah. 4 horsemen were kind of creepy too, that's for sure. Especially for children, you know. So.
Did good to tell Abraham going to sacrifice his kids to Jezebel by a dog. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Bible had a lot of stories related to sex organs and war.
I love the sex organs thing. I'd like to talk about it.
Yeah, they overdo that.
Colin said he thought so too.
Yeah.
And the lady on right.
What now?
And the lady.
All that makeup. I know. I'm gonna go grab my Bible story book. Does anybody still have their Bible story book? Do you still have it?
CJ, a lot of people know the governing body's wrong, but the family and friends. Yeah, that's true. That's sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was the 70s. Huh?
Yeah. I just don't know how anybody still believes in it.
Same here.
Let's go find Jezebel.
Oh, you got the Revelations book right there.
Yeah, I know. I show it like every
LOL.
Sunday. Oh, here.
Grab a couple of books.
Okay. So
someone cut the
what?
1,000 foreskins. Ah,
ew. For a bride.
Yeah, that's how the Bible.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of ick.
Yeah. Yeah, but then after they were sore from having circumcised, they went in and killed them.
Here goes one. She's kind of hot, isn't she? And then, let's see. Oh, here goes another one. She's riding the beast here.
Where's the one where the beast is about to devour her?
Yeah, I got to find that one.
Spanish. Is that Spanish?
No, English. Oh. Yeah. Let's see if we can find the one where she gets devoured by the beast.
Revelations climax. Well, yeah. Climax.
It's grand climax. Oh, here we go. It's a smaller picture.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. She's like, ah! What goes around comes around. It will all come back on them. Exactly.
Oh, my Lord. That's terrible. A 6 years old first Bible. That's terrible. That is terrible.
It's true. It's terrible. And yes, what goes around comes around. It will happen because.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
You know, they're always talking about the end. The end is coming. Yeah, well, the end is coming for Watchtower. That's what they don't realize.
Look, guys, the cracks in the tower keep getting bigger and bigger, and they're desperate and they're gasping at straws at this point. That last convention proved it. Or the convention that's going on now, the Pure Worship Convention.
Which we feel will create more people leaving and exodus.
And I believe it helped the court systems also to show the control the governing body has on people. So it's going to be a double.
Here's Jezebel.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is an older one, old, of course. But she just is like, you know. So mine is pretty old, you know, it's not as colorful as some of the newer ones. I mean, this one, this one I've had since I was 5 years old, and it was published in 1978. So, you know, it's pretty ragged, but I've kept it.
That book's old as you are, or older.
Yeah. That was when I was born, so.
Oh. Oops, I'm missing. Man, we got all kinds of books over there for JW stuff.
Listening to a great teacher.
I left all their material behind. Good for you. I'm glad we've got it, though, because it's good for research. And it just shows how much they double talk and change things and teach something totally opposite than what they were teaching. And it shows how they flip-flop back and forth. So it just proves that they're constantly lying, because God can't lie. He can't be in the presence of a lie. And when you teach something and tell everybody it's the truth and change it, obviously it's a lie. See, I feel so sorry for the JW children. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, anytime we've gone to the conventions, and I look around and I look at the children, and I just feel so sad.
Favorite picture is the raging guy in the back of the songbook, I think. Oh, okay.
The raging guy.
He's raging, angry.
In the back of the songbook?
You got the songbook over there.
Which songbook are we talking about?
You got the penis songbook.
Yeah. That was an angel singing. Let me go find it. So, all right. Let me go grab that. See if we can find that.
You know, I hope your sister is able to wake up Nancy very much. Some people, it just takes them a little time. Someone we know just recently left and I never thought would leave. So I actually woke up an elder who had been in it his whole life. And then he passed away not long after he woke up, or semi-woke up. The brown cover. You got the brown cover? Yeah, there you go.
So it just looks like a bunch of men singing. I mean, that's all that is.
Let's see. There might be somebody raging in there. What's this guy?
No, they're just singing.
This guy right here.
He's just singing. Hard to tell.
Yeah.
All you have left is the silver Bible. I'll probably gift it to someone who collects Bibles. You also have the reasoning book. Mm-hmm.
Who said
and
that?
A French ministry school book. Oh, right, because you were in French.
Who's this?
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff was in French? Wow.
Maybe you have the wrong memory. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe it must have been from something. Because the only other is this one.
The penis cover.
Yep.
There's another one. There's an older one, but I've just got to get it.
Oh, that's the pink one. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have it?
I don't have that. No.
It's out. It's in the garage. I'll get it.
Yeah, I have the books. Yeah, that you grew up with.
Because he's been out 16 years, and he's close to my age. I understand.
Yeah. I have family in the religion still in Charleston, and I would say most of them are in, but we do still have some that have left, like my great niece who left.
Yes, cool sense. The silver Bible would be the silver sword, the New World Translation.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Right. And you can compare the New World Translation to any other version of the Bible, and there's a big difference. They've definitely changed it quite a bit. So you can, like the word grace, they removed that, of course. Undeserved kindness, they insert the name Jehovah when speaking about Jesus, like they did with the Jesus drama when it was talking about when John the Baptist they were questioning him, who are you? He said, I am the one crying out in the wilderness, make the way of Jehovah straight. No, it's supposed to say, make the way of the Lord straight, referring to Jesus. So they are constantly changing the Bible. It's annoying. And then they don't have scholars. They just do it themselves. They change it based on how they want the doctrine to be. Like they also refer to the Holy Spirit as it instead of he, when all the other versions of the Bible say he.
65. Have we saw the video for the Soldier Boy Spirits of the West? No, we haven't saw that. Have you?
The music video, Soldier's Boy by Spirit of the West. I have not seen that. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, I noticed. Say
the
holy.
Bible doesn't even say holy. Oh,
I didn't notice that. That's pretty interesting.
Wow. Admittedly, it took me years after walking away from the organization to even look at anything that could possibly be apostate.
Thank you so much for that.
family inside. Love that you two have this platform to discuss some of the trauma. Oh, thank you, Essie. We
Esty,
really
that was so sweet.
thank
you.
you so much. We are so grateful.
Wow.
What did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, we're so grateful. Thank you so much. And we want this place to be a place where you can all feel comfortable here.
JW kids.
You can speak how you feel. See, that's the problem with Jehovah's Witnesses. You can't say what you're really thinking. You have to speak what's in the paragraph. You have to regurgitate the information.
Yeah.
And if you don't agree with something, then you need to pray to Jehovah more. You need to read the Bible more, their version of the Bible. You need to go out and service more.
Yeah.
And it's always about waiting on Jehovah to make things right and doing nothing, like one of the comments were saying. Exactly. Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah. That's like if you're having all kinds of marital problems or having any problems, you need to pioneer more.
Yeah.
Like, how's that going to fix anything?
What is this simile-wise reflect? I don't know.
What is this?
I'm going to have to look that up. Do you know?
I don't know. Look it up.
All right. Give me a minute to look that up.
Wonder if it's some of the MK Ultra kind of stuff. What is it?
Okay.
Clockwork Orange.
Oh, simile-wise reflex. Okay. It says, interesting.
Oops.
Named after Ignace Semmelweis, describes the tendency to reject new evidence or ideas that contradict established norms, beliefs, or paradigms. This reflex is characterized by a resistance to accepting information that challenges existing knowledge, even when that information is supported by evidence. It's a form of belief perseverance, where people cling to their existing views despite contradictory evidence. Very good. So,
man, Jane, you are on it, girl. You are always. I mean, she answered it before we even looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
You amaze me, Jane.
Yes, that's exactly a Jehovah's Witness for you. The simile-wise reflex.
Yeah.
My mom used to say they were adapting to the day and time. Yeah. Well.
Wow.
That basically just
that's a good
old light,
analogy.
new
I like
light
that
thing. Old light, new light.
Yeah.
Crazy. So.
That's I mean, it's constantly like they're thought controlling, mind controlling, and they consume you, and you become all consumed by the religion. It's worship the governing body. That's what it actually is, and consume yourself within it, and dedicate your whole time, effort, and energy to it. And you don't have a life in what you don't matter. There's nothing you matter, and you don't. Oh, are you going to paradise Earth? You don't even guaranteed you're going to go. I don't know if I'm going or not. How many times you heard somebody say that? That's not what the Bible teaches.
Jeff, so Semmelweis kind of reminds you of Me, Myself, and Irene. That was another movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I remember watching that movie with Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Funny. It's kind of a weird, kind of a strange movie.
Some movies that kind of come to my mind when I think of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Like,
hey, Wally, what's up, man?
Oh my God, Wally! We're so cool. Hey, we're so glad for you to join in. We are doing pretty good. Trying to keep up with you.
That ain't happening.
No.
This man posts videos every day.
Just about. I know. I'm like, whew. Yeah.
But movies that come to my mind when I think of Jehovah's Witnesses is things like The Manchurian Candidate, Clockwork Orange, Brave New World. Those things, I mean, you think about the way that they function. They're a mind-controlling organization. You need a break. Man, after all that research, I'm sure you do.
Inception. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I love that
Inception.
movie actually.
Divergent.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie. I love that
Yeah,
movie too, man.
that also comes to my mind.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Divergent was really good because it was like they told you what category you had to be in,
Yeah.
and if you didn't pick that, if
Yep.
you had your own mind, they wanted to get rid of you.
Yeah.
And then like they would do this trigger thing.
Yep.
Where you were just like you're robotic, and they would tell you, okay, go kill this person over here and here. But then the divergents weren't controlled. And they would have to pretend that they were being controlled, like the Pimos. You know. So, yeah, Divergent. That's a really good one.
Uh-huh.
I actually loved those movies. Those were really good.
Oh yeah, Divergent's good.
You haven't seen? Oh my god, you got to see all three of them: Divergent, Insurgent, and
yeah. What was those? It
was a series.
If anybody hadn't saw The Handmaid's Tale, that's a good one they got to see too.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
I have not seen that one.
Oh, okay.
Yes, give it a watch when you have time, Wally.
The Hunger Games.
You need a little downtime there.
All those are like, you know, that's.
I was disfellowshipped twice last time, 20 years ago.
Wow.
I was waiting for Armageddon to die. I still believed it up until 2 years ago. I was judged by the elders and I learned differently now. I spend my time, Dean. Well, I'm glad you were able to learn.
Oh, cool. Wow, you went and saw it as a JW. That's impressive, Wally. Aaron, geez, get that right. We were talking about stuff earlier. That's crazy. But thank you for joining the channel. So glad to see you here.
But we just made it out, and I didn't pay any attention.
Wally, too much, man.
Yes, you are funny. And see, that's what we got to do. We got to joke about it some. We got to find some way to laugh, because it can be really depressing if you.
Nancy, thank you for signing on and being here today, dear. We deeply appreciate you being here, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. And we hope to see you soon, too.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Esther, JW Thoughts, LOL. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they will make religious movies and, sell all Kingdom Halls. They have 2 movie studios now and acting companies. Yeah. And like they spent supposedly $2.1 million in creating this new studio, where the audiovisual studio, which we talked about that. And instead of like, supposedly they were going to help the brothers in Africa with this money for the audiovisual. But like I showed last week, this is a picture of the way the African conventions are. I mean,
oh yeah, check this out.
How are they? They're not spending money on these people.
No,
they're not helping them out. It's ridiculous.
But they want their money.
Oh,
what little bit of money these people get. Now think about this.
Yeah. But they made sure and have a nice little contribution box right there, so you can donate money.
If I were still in, I felt insulted by them building the movie.
Yeah, it's true. It's like zombies, really. Yeah. Oh, and Matrix.
Yeah, that is. It's gross.
Last House on the Left, and the movie about the demonized girl exorcist, told no one. So you watched those movies and didn't tell anybody? Wow, I don't think I could have slept at night if I watched those.
Who did that? I missed it.
Jane.
Oh, Jane did.
Yeah. I mean, not back then, because I was so terrified of everything. If I were still in, I would have felt insulted by them building that movie studio. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Because it just seems like, well, what about everybody else? It's like they're scraping by and then giving away their money to Watchtower. And then they have no retirement.
Guys, I was in the entertainment business for a little while as well. I was sound engineer is what I did.
Oh, bye, Happy Thoughts. Thank you for joining in.
I miss analog so bad. But anyway, digital is better. I get it. But think about this. What they've recently purchased, I asked a friend of mine about, and that's serious equipment. I don't know what their plans are, But they got some serious plans going on for that type of equipment. They may be going to be televangelists. Who knows? That's what I think.
Yeah, possibly. But
Yeah.
the problem with that is they don't want to use YouTube, because what will happen is they will end up changing their doctrine. They're always changing. So then they don't want to get caught in that. That's why they think they don't use YouTube, and they don't do like live, like a lot of churches have like their live sermons on there, and they don't want that to be on there because they're always changing.
Maverick has a good point. It's like they got a $500,000 studio with a $50 video, and that's true. But just look at the quality though of the one that they did. But it's like crazy. They're wanting to control their members so bad now.
Ramapo is pushing $300 million. Woo! I would have loved for them to have a YouTube channel. That would be so cool. Yeah.
You know what, Wally? You do videos. It's better than some of what they do. It don't have all that equipment, man. You're freaking awesome, bro.
I know. I think they will make JW stream a subscription service. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would.
They will require payment for that for sure.
It's actually, yeah.
You know. And then what they'll do is they'll delete old footage and then add new stuff. Yeah, it's easy money.
That's
exactly.
Right.
And I'm surprised they haven't started it yet.
Or they could be like Oral Roberts and say that Jesus is going to go ahead and take them on up to rule with him if they don't donate money.
Jesus?
Yeah.
You mean Jehovah?
Oh, yeah, Jehovah. Like that's right. They don't like Jesus. Well, Jehovah's going to take them up to rule with Jesus. Oh, yeah, that's right. They consider it equal because it's co-rule, right?
Yeah. Co-rulers with Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that
Contribution boxes in refugee camps equals tone deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of big JW, a lot of big churches do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the mega churches do it.
Oh, JW thoughts. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, they do, but I don't know. Watchtower hasn't caught on yet. You can watch old conventions on demand for a small sum.
Yeah.
That's what they'll do. Because they don't like to post their stuff though. I used to work in media. Just the audio equipment alone is quite costly.
Yeah, it's very costly.
Hello. Time will pass. Thanks for joining in.
Oh, time will pass, yeah.
Wally's Noah video probably costs $1 billion right there. It's true. Yeah.
You know what's crazy, guys? If you look at what they supposedly worth, a couple $1 billion. I don't know, to any of us, that sounds like an amazing amount of money. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not. That can be gone real quick, fast, and in a hurry. And they're spending this kind of money. It's a matter of time. I mean, they'll have to sell off assets eventually. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be interesting to watch. They got a lot of investments, a lot of investment properties, which are making them money. And they've learned that once you get to a certain level of money, you can make more. But it's sooner or later going to have to be sold off as the lawsuits hit like a wave.
Yeah.
See, I love all these.
Hello, Aaron. I love you all. And Wally, you are the humorous I needed. Yes, yes, Wally, you are super funny, and we all are so grateful for you and your channel and your lighthearted ways. I think it's very helpful.
Tim. Yeah, it looks like time, but you're right. It is. It's Tim.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're not alone, Wally.
I thought it was time, but kind of could be either way, really.
Yeah.
Time will pass.
Yeah.
That's one big ass cup that they are washing the outside of right now. It's true. They seriously need to do social media and dating apps. I know. I mean, if they really want to make money, that's what they should do. I heard JW's got a nursing home, and I think they're involved in a cadaver selling Bethelites
that
will die there.
I didn't know that.
I did not know. Well, I thought, yeah, I heard about the nursing home.
Yeah, they had nursing home. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people, I don't know if they knew this, but Russell used to sell grave sites. And
Oh, I didn't
yeah,
know that.
A.H. McMillan and Fisher, they were over that. And they would sell grave sites. Where Russell's actually buried was owned by Watchtower Bible Tract Society.
Yeah.
And they sold it to the Masonic Hall that's right behind Russell's grave.
Yeah, that would be good. Dating apps, I know, Wally.
Tinder
That would be
Gold be
good.
called.
What would Tinder Gold be called for JW dates? I know.
That's scary.
Maybe we should call it JW Date. That'd be
Man.
good.
Well,
I heard JW's got dating on Facebook.
yeah, I've heard that too.
They've probably got the JW dating apps and Watchtower apps to give them time and service 1 hour a month.
I think I saw somebody did a video about their dating apps and dating sites.
I have to do a little video on that.
Yeah.
If they did a dating app, I'd look for the spiritually weakest sister on there. Yeah. Try to wake her up. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, because man, once oof. JW OnlyFans.
Oh my goodness. Yes. JW OnlyFans. I love it.
Oh, that shit is
I
wild.
have a video I'm working on about that. I have had a profile up on JW Match for a month now. Oh my god.
Who said that?
Wow, Wally.
Oh,
You have a
Lord.
profile? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's cool. I want to see what women you're finding.
There's some wild women in JW world.
It is wild, yes. Well, maybe you can wake them up. Yeah.
Favorite message I got
Call the
was
hat.
fast in
Oh,
the field.
they'll call the app chaperoned. I love that.
That's
What now?
His favorite message he got
Was fast in the field, fierce in the bed. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. That is funny.
That's a good one, man. I like that.
Yes. Well, they got all that pent up sexual
Yeah.
tension there.
Well, that's because from children on, all they've done is talked about sex.
And what
Man,
you can't do.
Every other Watchtower, every other lesson for the month has something to do with sex or sex organs.
Might go JW viral. I love that.
JW viral.
Pimi swipe right. Pimo's an apostate swipe left. I love it. Yes. That video is going to slap JW women and are doing the most. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if there's very many
Yeah.
JW men that are on those apps, or is it more women? Because there's supposedly more.
Man, those
JW
people are so
women.
sexually repressed and sexually flustered and sexually confused, man. They don't realize they create sexual confusion. They create a lot of things. It's really
So there's more men than women on the apps. Okay.
Yeah. That's
That's interesting, because I always thought that there were more JW women in the religion than men. So I wonder why the men are looking online.
if you look at what cults do that do like this sexual repression and stuff, all of them, it's the same thing, and it creates sexual chaos.
Are
And
they
it's,
posting in Slacks?
wow, it's freaking scary stuff.
Oh, an active JW just called you, Jane? Okay.
Wow.
Maybe you can talk to her about that JW dating app.
Oh, is this the one that was wanting to do the study with you? Oh my God, an active teacher.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mostly men. Wow.
Fast
The music tone changed.
Fast in the field, fierce in the bed. I love that.
Yeah.
That is funny. Yeah. So,
Monetize free music.
yeah.
Music.
Trying to keep a little nice background music going.
Yeah.
JW women are on the apps looking for their own personal version of sexy Jesus. Hi, Colin Galanos.
That's true. It would help if they would stop this constantly. Because they're sexually repressing and sexually confusing people, and that's not healthy.
Next, they'll say men can wear skirts and women can wear beards.
No.
If we grew them. Some women do.
Well, they can have a beard, according to who they're married to, but it can be a beard.
Yeah.
Pillowgate, I
We're
love
talking
it.
about women have a beard.
Yeah.
They do it to themselves. If they just stop yapping about sex for a minute, it would help me. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. Like, just shut up about it and let it happen on its own. It's just natural. We don't need to be taught.
Well, Pillowgate. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Pillowgate was good.
Yeah. Talk about more reprint. So now we thought maybe Mark Sanderson might have been involved in the Pillowgate because he's single. He's never been married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nor was obsessed with sex.
Yeah, I think it actually all started with him and friends, because I don't think Rutherford was big into it as much.
Mark single?
Yeah. He's never been married.
Okay.
The bald guy, Elmer Fudd. Wally says Elmer Fudd. Mark Sanderson. Yeah, he's single. He's never been married.
Okay.
The bald guy that has a beard now.
I thought the one that was single was
who?
The one with the full head of hair. I can't think of his name.
Mm-mm. Let me see.
You would know. You were the one that was the JW, not me.
Well, I don't know every detail.
He said he thought he heard that, but he never can remember.
Well,
you guys were JWs. Yeah. I just studied for an immensely long time.
Loesch, I thought most of them were married, except for Mark. But I don't, don't quote me on that for sure. Religious sexual oppression is a real thing. I saw this in Muslim countries during my army years. Yeah.
I love the "You Can Trust Me" video from Loesch. That sounds so
Nora
funny.
Was a weirdo for sure, and so was Frederick Franz. They were kind of weird.
Yeah, they both were. But
I'm sorry.
But then Raymond was
talks like he needs. Oh yeah, Sanderson talks like he needs a girlfriend, but the way he talks, he'll never get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark Sanderson's probably on Grindr. It's like a app, a dating app. Yeah, he's probably got his little side ladies nobody knows about.
Well, he might not like ladies
or men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yeah.
Can't tell with some of these guys. I wonder if any of the governing body was involved in one of those Bethelite circle jerk sessions.
I know, that was the thing. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yep.
We took the red pill while the governing body needed the blue one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to look this up. Is Mark Sanderson single? I am pretty sure he's never been married.
Sorry, doggy. Oh, poor Joey.
We're going to look that up.
Loesch, he has the personality of a rock.
So Mark Sanderson is the only governing body member that has never been married. So he is not married. And interesting. He is also known for being one of those Jehovah's Witnesses who collects older and obscure Watchtower publications, an activity that is also enjoyed by former believers. So he's probably awake. He is superpower. Here we go. This is funny as heck. Yeah, this is on RJW.org. He has a superpower. 57-year-old virgin. Arch nemesis women. Catchphrase: Jehovah has led us safely to this moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I would think. Probably non-practicing gay guy.
Who? Mark?
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. Because supposedly he was engaged to get married and then called it off, so something's up with him. Explains why goofball is so weird. 40 years of blue balls. Oh my goodness, yes.
No doubt.
Hopefully he's involved in the Pillowgate.
Here's the thing, and I don't know how many people know this. Oh, let's see. That's got to do something to you. Yeah. Physically, mentally, you're messed, man.
Yeah, I mean, just to have that
non-pressing gay has to be
sexual repression,
But Yeah, cool sense.
Jesus.
The Jehovah's Witnesses talking about Sanderson collecting old material. They before they can approve new light, they have to look at they get non anointed to look through their old material, and they look through articles all the way back to 1879. Now get this, 1879.
Yeah, yeah. Mark probably has a name for different pillows.
Oh yeah.
Martha Monday type shit. Yes, that's so funny. Okay, so that's interesting. So a former Bethelite knew him.
Yep.
He was a Pimo
Non-praise.
in the headquarters and knew Sanderson and said that he was a non-practicing gay. Okay, well that would make sense why he's
Martha.
never gotten married.
Martha.
He's a pillow. He's a pillow biter.
Yeah. Oh. Oof. It's like, I'll hit you if you hit me kind of guy.
I wonder how he handles like being a Jehovah's Witness and like how does he hide? You know how he feels. But you know what? Money. If he's making a lot of money, you'll do anything for money, just about. It's funny though.
Yeah, you know, these guys, man, they're awake. They gotta be to some extent. They're just making money and laughing at everybody.
I think that we thought that the only governing body member that is not awake or doesn't believe believes the lies is Anthony
Tony
Morris.
Cool.
Yes, we think everyone else obviously is awake because once you get up in the top levels, you know that they're not praying to get answers and they're not guided by Holy Spirit. So, but we think Tony Morris probably believes the lies, and that's probably part of the reason why they kicked him out. Is even though he's not disfellowshipped supposedly, but we do think that he believes in the lies and that he's a ticking time bomb, and that he might just say some nonsense if they were like when they go to court.
Yep.
You know, I think that they're worried about what he might say in court, and this is just these things that we think might be true, but we're not for sure. I used to think maybe some are true believers, but not really anymore.
I think Tony is. But,
Maybe.
you know, they're probably worried he's going to go into the courtroom drinking, kind of pull a Rutherford, and just be like, say crazy JW stuff. Hey, we got to get rid of him. But for some reason, they're putting his videos back up, some of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there was one I was looking for, and it showed back up. And I'm like, wait a minute. It hadn't showed up in a couple of months. Now there it is.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a governing body member, obviously.
No.
But I don't know what his real feelings are about the religion.
That would be a fire interview.
Shit-faced Tony would be a fire interview. Oh, I know. That would be amazing. And then he would be the type of person, I think, that if, once he realized that he was lied to, I mean,
there's a few of them back up that wouldn't
ballistic. There. I think he'd go a little nutty on him, like in The Shining. Yeah, it's just like crazy.
Yep. Wow. Question.
The guy was at Bethel for 20 years and was the shuttle driver for the governing body. He would drive them to the airport and other JW facilities. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Let's see which ones it was.
Okay. Yeah, so just kind of a theory we might have about Tony Morris. So, governing body. Oh, one thing I've learned from life experience is that guys like Sanderson will always have lower on the side. They are masters at hiding it. You'll never see him with anyone, but I guarantee it. Yeah. Yeah, I think he might probably have someone on the side, but you just don't know about it. Same with Noel. He.
See, you put his name in. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
bring it up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And you can see several videos are starting to show back up again.
Mm-hmm. What if Loesch is the rogue governing body member and we never saw it coming? I think he looks like he has it in him. Maybe so. Governing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one I was looking for. There's like 10 of them back up there now.
Governing body top trump cards. Categories include new light, brightness, rating, beard length, money, car cylinder count.
Oh no, he's more than 10 up. Wow.
Yeah, that's shiny.
Oh yeah, and the We Protect Children's back up. I don't know if you remember that one, Wally, but that's...
Oh, that'd be funny.
There's like 20 of them back up now. So
do you guys know what video Tony was in where he said something like, "Brothers and sisters, we cannot take a break"? That one started me questioning the organization. Oh wow.
yeah.
Are they editing? Are they edited? Why are they doing that?
Oh, yeah, they appear to be a little edited, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because the exact part I was looking for on there was, yeah.
You got caught making out in the book study room when you were 13? Wow. Okay. I wouldn't have gone to the Kingdom Hall for that. I was looking for that and had to find an old thumb drive.
Oh, my.
Sanderson gets his pick from Bethel to be his boy toy, complete with non-disclosure agreement. That's epic, yes, Aaron.
Yep.
Man, I know. That is funny. I love it. Yeah, but I think for sure Nathan Knorr and Frederick Franz are like Mark Sanderson, in the sense that we believe that they were gay men, because first, Frederick never got married either. Knorr, actually, even though he got married, his wife diary said that they never consummated the marriage. So that's not normal. So yeah, so we think that they were secrets.
Did anybody ever think about this? Frederick Franz is the one that baptized Knorr too, but yet Knorr become president.
Yeah, that's
God.
Weird.
Well, A.H. McMillan's who baptized Rutherford.
Oh yeah, but then Rutherford became the cult leader, and not McMillan was.
McMillan wasn't even on the board. I never got that one, but yet he had mega power. He become on the board later.
Okay. Yeah.
But he wasn't on the board during Russell's time.
Right. Rutherford, I know.
Yeah.
He was definitely.
He's the one that started this mess.
Yeah, he did. He didn't start the shunning. I don't believe. It was Knorr and Franz, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they came in and they just locked down on the members and just.
They were rule followers.
Crazy. They weren't just rule
organizers.
Followers. They created a mess. I never heard Fred Franz speak until after I left. When I heard him speak, I was like, people actually followed that guy? Nor was against educational answers. Education as well. Yes. Trying to make sense of how they claim they speak for God, but don't.
Yeah, that's, man. Yeah, I'm trying to find that one too.
Yes. Yeah, right. Well, we all know...
Because if you believe in the Bible, yeah, I know, man. I weed eated today, and I'm allergic to grass, really, really bad.
Just gonna sneeze for
that type of grass.
Hours.
But anyway, if you look at the scriptures they try to give you, it don't have nothing to do with being able to be the faithful slave. So the faithful slave is actually the congregation of people, and the leadership is feeding the faithful slave, the meat due season.
I have a relative in the writing department and governing body helper. A relative told me I should write to him and to address my doubts. I was thinking, sounds like a bad idea. Would be interesting to see his response. Yeah, actually, that could be a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might be good to look into that. I mean, if you don't mind, if you feel like you could risk it without getting in trouble, and also if you're just really cautious about it. Yeah.
You're doing something with Rutherford, man. Good luck, Wally. That is hard, man. You can do like a month video on Rutherford. Yeah. Good subject if you're looking for something to go on and on and on about, because, man, there's so much twists and turns with him.
Yeah. Raymond Franz talked about Knorr, anyways, during their time when they were governing body members, and how he would come in there in the room, and they would sit down together. All of the governing body members, they were supposed to say a prayer before they made decisions. And Noor didn't care about that. He said, whatever's written in the Watchtower is the word of God. And they wouldn't even bother praying over it. And that was one of the things that woke Raymond up, actually. Yeah, Rutherford is very complex. I know he did a video on
I'm
the
still working on
history of Jehovah's Witnesses, and he said Rutherford is just, it's so much.
You can sum Russell up pretty easy, pretty quick. He was basically an Adventist. He never was a Jehovah's Witness, or he was very different than Rutherford. He was an Adventist minister. And he actually was a minister all the way back in 1874.
Yeah.
So, Stetson, I think, ordained him. So he's been a minister for a long time there before, he died. But so he followed the Adventist movement. The 1799 was the beginning of the time of the end. 1874, it used to be 1844, and that was the big disappointment. So 1874, Jesus took the throne in heaven. The harvest began 1878. The end of the world would be 1914. Blah, blah, blah. And Rutherford kept on with that until 1929. If you read Our Lord Saves, Our Lord Saves and the Harp of God, both the first edition Harp of God, they go on about those dates.
Yeah. My family is suspicious about me being an apostate, and I barely said anything. Why are they suspicious? Maybe because you don't go to the meetings? I remember seeing Rutherford's picture when I was in, and I thought he looked like a complete a-hole. Even the stories they gave about him in the publications admitted he wasn't a good person. Yeah, even Macmillan mentioned that he had a drinking problem.
Yeah, but check this out. A lot of people don't know this. They was a governing body member. Well, I guess a person on the board. They wasn't a governing body. A person on the board of directors. His last name was Fisher. He helped write the finished mystery. And his court documents are available, and it's hilarious. They asked him in court when he was getting into sedition trials where the information come from for the finished mystery. And he says, we took a paragraph from Brother Russell, but on the orders of Rutherford, he wrote the whole chapter that Rutherford asked him to write of the finished mystery. And then he caught Rutherford going to brothels with his mistress and taking A.H. Macmillan with him. Going to burlesque shows. He was kind of quite the rowdy, womanizing kind of guy.
Yeah.
And it's all documented. It was all written. And Fisher was going to get the board of directors together when he was ousted.
And an alcoholic. And and he's
I hope he caught something too, Wally.
An overt narcissist, like you say. And we had heard too that Rutherford was an atheist. So we don't know why he joined this religion except just to control the people. He saw money.
Yeah.
That's what he saw.
He
took advantage of Russell's situation.
Yeah.
And when he died, he took over, and that wasn't even Russell's will. He's
Oops.
Okay. Oh, so someone Shaq was contributed to the Revelation book. I was impressed at the time. Now it's just funny to know that. Yeah. Yeah, Rutherford probably thought he was God. The Beth Serene videos on YouTube showing him eating apples. Certified pervert. I know. Hope he caught something. Yes, Wally, I hope so too, because he deserved that. You guys have a good stream. I am going to get ready for the NBA Finals. Peace and love all. Oh, thank you, Wally. Thank you so much for joining in. We really appreciate you, and we look forward to your videos. Have fun watching
peace
NBA.
And love, brother. NBA, cool, man.
Have fun.
I know as much about sports as I do rocket science, so I can't really elaborate. But ask me about music, man. I'll tell you anything.
He's into music. I'm into movies.
Any music, any genre.
Wally, sports.
Yep.
That's fine.
Love you, Wally. Thanks, man.
Yes. Rutherford the rock star.
Yep. Shaq's got family men that's on the writing committee. I'd love to know some of their
power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can get a hold of them, especially if there's Pimos in there.
Yep.
That would be amazing.
I'm gonna send this up photo to Wally later. But this is where we're talking about Fisher.
Okay.
Yep. All right, back to this.
Send some information to Wally
Yeah.
on Fisher. Yes.
Where they had him cold, man, for going to brothels and stuff.
Okay. Maverick likes music too.
Oh, cool. Me too. Guitars, audio engineer. Oh, wow. Same. I'm a bassist by trade. You know, guitars. I mean, I play, but I'm not like the greatest. Bass is my thing. Kind of like, oh gosh, guy with the big beard I like so much. It's been on like 2,800 albums.
I don't know.
It'll come to me eventually, but yeah, kind of like that.
He forgets easy.
Yeah.
He switched from guitar to more bass now. Wow.
Oh yeah, cool.
Oh, that's the music there.
Yeah, you love drums. Oh, cool.
I can play the piano a little bit, and I used to play the viola when I was in school, but I forgot now.
Yeah, I was so proud of myself when I was very young. I learned how to play Crazy Train on drums. I was like, you know, it gives you that feeling, man, of success when you finally learn something that you want to learn.
I watched half of the movie Spotlight, then I fell asleep. Going to finish it tonight.
Cool. Yeah. If you get a chance, man, watch a couple of the like Clockwork Orange or the Manchurian Candidate. Even though it's old, has a lot of good info.
I took a little bit of lessons for piano, and probably just maybe a year total, so I can only do basic. My sister actually took several years, so she can play pretty good. She just doesn't play very often. So I can play a little, but what I need are more lessons, but I know how to read the notes.
Have you saw the movie that Exjw talked about?
You played the keyboard in the Kingdom Hearts? Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
It doesn't lead to a life in the music industry, sadly. Yeah. Anybody's seen it?
Well, it depends on who you are. If you're one of the Jacksons, you'll be good to go.
Well, no, if you go to you could be a Bethelite and play in their orchestra, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think those are people that actually they volunteer. You know, they don't actually live in Bethel property. They just use them as needed, and they don't get paid.
Or 15 when you started to play. Wow. So, who's your favorite soccer team, man? Maverick.
My family got a private tour of the writing department and the Bethel Library. It's a very impressive collection of books. Wow, man, that's so cool, Shaq. I'd love to see if you can get a hold of your family in there. Maybe they could give us some information on what's going on with Toni Morris. I was 15 when I started to play, and the Watchtower could never touch that. I could get brothers and sisters saying in the new system they will learn. I was like, that's so idiotic. I know.
Oh, wow, you live so close to the stadium.
Why can't you learn now? Yeah.
Well, it depends. Like if it's a national, you know, like a Saturday team or not, or Wednesday. And I like the Wednesday team never does any good that I like, but I really like them in Sheffield.
I remember when I was little and they'd have a sister play the piano for the songs at the meetings. Yeah, me too. I remember that. They did that a long time, actually.
I got an old Vodafone shirt that
wanting to know
Manchester Vodafone.
Asking about what movie an ad cut you off.
Oh, who said that?
Born JW. Wanted to know what movie.
Well, he asked. I was wanting to know if you knew the movie. He said, I fell asleep going to finish tonight. Somebody was watching a movie. Anybody seen it?
What movie was it?
Oh, I don't know.
We're not sure.
I thought he said.
We had a sister play the piano for the songs when I was young too. Yeah. Do you follow soccer? No.
Oh, the movie Spotlight.
Spotlight. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
They used to have a full orchestra at the conventions. Oh. Really? I don't remember that.
Oh, the movies I was talking about, Exjw, was Clockwork Orange. The Manchurian Candidate was a really good movie talking about brainwashing and stuff. But And if you want to check out a good book written many years ago that Rutherford actually wrote about, and it's called A Brave New World.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, and that's more brainwashing stuff that he was in.
Hi, Jay.
Oh, hey,
Thanks
Jay.
for coming in.
Man, everybody's on here tonight. Wow,
Last
guys.
year, Lloyd Evans in Panda Tower made a video with my distant relative in the writing department. He was in a broadcast. They tore him and his talk up in the video. It was bittersweet watching. Wow.
Oh, I hate to hear that. Huh. So they done a collaboration together? I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. I thought you recommended a movie. Yeah, so I did. It was Clockwork Orange. The Manchurian Candidate would definitely be a good one. Divergent.
Oh, yeah.
And The Running Man.
Someone else mentioned Inception.
Oh, and Inception, yeah. Wally mentioned Inception. He said he thinks Watchtower every time he watches Inception. I thought you recommended a movie. Yeah. All right. This in the late
Brave
in
New
the
World.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Lloyd. Okay.
Well,
you guys.
It was separate videos from Panda Tower and Lloyd covering the same topic. Wow, that is pretty cool. I wish I could talk to that person. Is your relative still in? It's still a Pimo in Bethel.
What? You guys.
I don't know.
We did the live right.
So, something I was thinking about today was, how there's so much anxiety with Jehovah's Witnesses, and when you're a witness, you have all these things you got to do. You got to go to the meetings on Sundays, and then you got to go back again on, say, Tuesday or Thursday, and then you got to go out and field service, and you got to prepare for the meetings, comment at the meetings, go out and it's just, and then like your whole life is revolved around this, and it just creates all the stress. And then you have all the elders meddling in your marriage, and like say your spouse doesn't go to the meeting, why? And then maybe that creates an argument with the husband or the wife who didn't go, and it's just all this stress that's so unnecessary. And I just feel like, wow, I have this stress lifted off my shoulders because I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to think, oh, I got to go to the meeting today. I got to prepare for the meeting. I got to comment at the meeting. I got to go out in field service. I don't have to do any of that. And I just wonder if any of y'all feel free. Do you feel like a weight lifted off your shoulders because you no longer have these obligations that you have to tend to anymore? It's Sunday. You don't have to go to the meeting anymore. So it's kind of nice.
Love you too, CJ. Take care, man. Thanks for showing up. You're sure to be to you. It'll go out tomorrow, week. So it'll be to you this week.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Thanks for joining in, CJ.
The fight screen was me and my JW best friends. Oh,
have I watched the film They Live? No, I haven't watched that film. I haven't heard of it.
I have. I've saw it.
Oh, yeah. Really? How long?
A movie I saw. You have it. Wow.
They Live, and how old is it?
Oh, I'm not sure. I saw it here not too long ago. I didn't start watching movies till like the past 6 or 7 years, really. I mean, I've watched movies off and on.
There's a 15-minute fight scene.
Yeah.
Man, 1988. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I've watched it.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I haven't heard of it. Maybe I've seen it and I just don't know from the title.
Yeah, you saw it.
The Pimo I was talking about is a different person I met in the Exjw community. He left Bethel and the org. My relative is still a Pimi in the writing department.
So mind control.
How can you be a Pimi and be in the writing department? I mean, that should wake you up, being in the writing department, I think.
You feel relieved that I'm under no obligation.
Mind control. I definitely feel relieved, even after all these years of not attending the Kingdom Hall meetings, I feel relieved that I'm under no obligation to do so. Exactly. So that's what, I'm hoping that coming out of the religion will create this sense of freedom and relief, even though you do. Some of us here are dealing with being shunned, or if they're not shunned, like maybe they're somewhat ostracized from their family. But don't let that get to you, because you have freedom that they don't have, and they are miserable. You're not missing out. They are missing out.
Yeah. That is so true.
Yeah.
You are not missing out on nothing.
And even if they are
well,
busy,
they feel relieved. They know they're not missing out.
Even if they're busy shunning you, they're miserable.
Oh man, the shunning is killing me, but
I'd rather never go back. Yeah, I mean, I know that's the hard part. But if you are going to be, I mean, you could choose to fade, perhaps, if that's something you want to do, instead of disassociating or disfellowshipping. But just know that the Jehovah's Witnesses even if you are supposedly friends with them, these people are brainwashed. You don't know what their true personality would be like, because they live a robotic life.
Oh, he's completely brainwashed. Freedom. Oh man, yeah, the shunning's killing. But here's the thing: you got to remember, you will be, and it, as everything else, you go through the processes just like a death, grieving. What is it? The 5 stages.
Yeah. Okay. So he was disfellowship. Okay. Well, I mean, you can get reinstated if it really bothered you. But
just
like
fade.
Maverick says, would you go back to prison to be with the other inmates? I mean, it's a good point. I faded. There's always the chance they'll never leave you alone. They'll always look for a way to encourage you. Yep, that's true. And I mean, that's it. That's as far as it goes. It's just JW language all the time.
Yeah. And once you get past those grieving processes of what's happened in your life, which is sad, not downplaying that at all, but once you get past it, you'll be a stronger, better person.
Freedom.
Oh, sorry.
The feeling of freedom
oh man,
comes right away. What to do with it can be a challenge. Yes, that's true. And in the shunning part, but I do believe in the 5 stages, the grieving process, and which is like you are in denial that this happened. You are bargaining, trying to explain. You are sad for a very long time. Sadness happens.
Yeah.
And then you are angry. I was angry for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And lastly, you come to acceptance. So once you get to the acceptance, you're going to feel a lot better. And that can take time. It can take years to get there. And sometimes it's helpful to discuss your feelings with a professional who may be an expert in religious trauma. Yeah,
you're better off, Esther. It's so true.
Since I disassociated, as Esther says, I had no idea until I returned for a family wedding. I was actually shunned from people I had been in their homes and had dinner with, and they shunned me. It's so stupid. What? Because you disagree with?
We just lost another comment. What's going on here?
You just disagree with something? I mean, that's why you're getting shunned, just because you disagree? It's stupid.
Where is? I don't see.
They're toxic. Gone. Yes. It hurts so much because I miss my nieces and nephews. Wasn't able to have kids myself, so they're like my kids. Oh, but you know what? Your nieces and nephews could wake up, especially if they're younger. The internet exposes the Watchtower very well. I was out for the count. I heard he did. Next one, I watched it today. Is this stupid and dumb? Yes, it's true. I'm past the point with their encouragement messing with my head. Now it's just annoying. I agree. I think I'll always carry some anger over some things. Me too. But I can keep that feeling in its place. Yeah. I was angry for a very long time. But now I'm okay. Like I can go to the meetings if I have to with my mother occasionally. Not something I can do on a regular basis because it would mess with my head.
Oh man.
But occasionally I could do it and keep my composure now. Yeah, maybe okay. Oh, one
Oh,
of your
thank
nieces is
goodness.
female.
Yes.
Well, maybe you can get her to just fade out. That
Yeah,
would
and wake up.
be
Yeah.
better. I mean, no, she's awake, but to not have to go to the meetings is better because that environment is toxic. It's not good to stay in there long term.
Armageddon coming. It's the
Old
U.S. Civil
JW
War.
friend told me a USA is in a war and Armageddon is coming. Be aware. I told her thank you, but not to believe that crap. I know.
Yes, the elder I helped somewhat wake up.
No.
He went back to first Gulf War, 1990, whatever, 92, whatever it was.
I can't go to the meetings very often. I mean, it would just be very, very occasional. Uh, we'll probably go to the convention.
Yeah, they're probably
just
jealous.
Because we are curious to know how many people are there. But
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Looking back now, I think those that shunned me were probably jealous of my freedom. I should probably be praying for them for their fading. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. You still feel they have a hold on you with doctrinal beliefs? Tim,
Good question, Maverick. I was thinking that.
When they ask me to visit to encourage me, I'll tell them, "That's what's wrong. Do you need encouragement?" They just look at me and blink. I know, right?
Bunkers are not safe.
Bunkers are not safe.
Yeah,
at this point.
you're right, Ez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve's voice. Time, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry you're DF, Time, and that's. I think it is time will pass, and not Tim.
Yeah, time will pass. Yeah. Russell said that in World War One. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. That's right.
Yeah.
I told her. Well, they've been saying it every war: World War II, World War I.
Yeah. Anytime there's any kind, the Twin Towers, anything
Korea,
that happens,
Vietnam.
it's always a. Well, and now with what's going on in Iran and Israel, they're going to say any kind of war, it's going to be the end, right? The doctrine was the easiest thing for me to get rid of. That's true. It really is not that hard to disprove their doctrine. But when I left, I didn't realize how much of the JW culture was still all over me. Yeah,
that's the problem,
that
Jeff.
is
You
true.
hit it, man.
Yeah,
that culture,
the language, that they use, worldly. And are you in the truth? And
shake composer, whatever.
They have their own language, and mindset and culture. Exactly.
I'm not.
My
getting all the
JW
messages
sister
or something.
told me Armageddon was coming because Trump will bring it. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, so they I think any kind of political stuff, they get scared. I'm a girl and live in sin with my boyfriend. I'm so wicked.
Oh, my Lord.
That's what they told you, huh?
Oh, okay. Just.
Yeah. No, don't believe that. Governing body has a doomsday clock that always points to 5 to midnight since 1874.
One thing to always remember. Okay, I know this is a terrible analogy, but it's something to think about. When Jesus was sitting at the well, first thing he done two things that people don't think about. He spoke to a woman who did not have her head covered, first of all, but he spoke to a woman
who was a Samaritan woman.
Who was a Samaritan.
And
two
Jews
things.
Don't talk to each other, and Samaritans
Correct.
back then.
Two things he did that day. Spoke to a woman, and
Samaritan woman.
Yeah, and she was a Samaritan. So, and he gave her advice. So, which means that he said, "You are saved through His grace." Basically, is what he's saying, and because Samaritans are Jews.
But
So, and he told her to stop living in sin.
Yeah.
But are you faithful to your boyfriend? Are you guys in a long-term relationship? Do you love each other? And what you do is your personal life. It's your life. Nobody can dictate that or judge you or pass judgment.
Ooh. You're going to be undercover in the convention next month
So don't let that bother you.
for the 6 screens show. Okay, cool.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
Well, I actually kind of go over.
Let us know how many people's in your convention that you go to.
Yeah. I kind of go over what he mentioned with the lady at the well in this video here, which is, it's called Pure Worship or Pure Control, Life of Jesus Rebuttal, drama rebuttal. And I was saying she was married to 5 and divorced 5 times and living with the man. Jesus didn't ever shun her. So why are Jehovah's Witnesses shunning? You know, that's the thing. It's like they do not do what Jesus did.
Well, I'm sorry that you have a traumatic past. That is very bad, and you need to deal with that. And, you know, that might need some professional care. That's your decision. But get some help if you would probably be the first thing I would look at doing. And I would go to, and there's people that work strictly for people exiting cults. And that can really help you and deal with the traumatic problems you've had. I can't give that advice. I'm not a therapist, but I can give that suggestion.
I don't see that.
Oh, it's gone. It was time. Oh, there it is. I had a very traumatic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For some reason, I keep losing messages here, man.
That's the problem with the JW is there's a lot of trauma in there, and a lot of children are mistreated. Women are mistreated in there pretty bad too. And it's just such a toxic environment all the way around from the time you're a child all the way as long as you're in it. You know, my mom's just a ball of nerves herself. And then, you know, if you're married and you're a woman, you know, usually you're going to be mistreated by your husband.
Esther, let us know if you do that. Don't put yourself in any stressful situation, but if you do it, let us know. And Shaq, you too, man. Let us know how many people's in the convention, because the last one we went to, which was the year before last, there was hardly anybody there, which was wild for a place that used to be packed when I first met her. So.
Yeah. Well, I know so what we want to do is we just want to go probably for a couple hours one day and take a picture of how many people are in the audience, and I'm going to write down how many are in attendance, and then I'm going to post it on YouTube so y'all can see how many are attending in our area. 6 screen convention. I don't know that. You know what that is?
I don't know.
What is the 6 screen convention? I don't know.
Yeah, Jeff's told us that before. He couldn't get through the first part.
And he can't set foot in another Kingdom Hall. He just...
Yeah. I don't blame you, dude. If you feel that way, you don't need to be there.
But also, like, a lot of the... Like, it is hard to get through it because, unfortunately, like, when you listen to some of these talks... I'm glad I fell out of the truth. Yeah. Me too. And when you listen to some of these talks at the convention, I mean, they make your blood boil because all they do is condemn you and tell you you're not good enough and you shouldn't be dressing this way. You shouldn't be watching this person and you shouldn't be following this person on Instagram, and you should be careful because don't listen to apostates and they're just doing this all the time. It's annoying. Like, I mean, I don't know if I can sit through it either. They're expecting 300 to 500 this year for the 6 screen convention.
Oh, Lucinda.
I guess.
Boy.
I've been in the Army over 30 years. I've been doing a Bible study with a young JW. She wants to quit on me. I talked her into continuing. Huh.
All right.
Lucinda.
Bible study for a year now. Wow. Oh yeah, the dude in Boston. Yeah, that's true. I like his stuff. Thank you.
6 screens every Saturday night on YouTube. The Godfather of Apostates for the past 20 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's really good.
Okay.
Apostate you mentioned. Yeah, Rick Ferrion. That's his name. Thank you.
You wouldn't be able to drive around the building, let alone go inside. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. Apostate convention. So is this going to be online, I guess? So it's in Massachusetts in August. So I guess you can go in person. And maybe is it online as well? But that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of neat to go to. Yeah. Okay, he's going to stream it. Okay, yeah, that would be cool.
And time will pass. My advice was, please don't you go. You need to get yourself healed, dear, and please do get yourself in a good situation. That's it. Because you go into something like that and you already have trauma, that's pure hell. So don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, don't do anything that will cause more trauma.
Yeah.
But that's cool. There's going to be a apostate convention. Pretty neat. I had no idea. So maybe we can stream it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's tough. She went through it.
Yeah. Some days are harder than others for sure.
Man, when she was disfellowshipped, that was the worst time ever.
I got reinstated and faded.
Yeah, she got reinstated and exit.
Yeah. It was empty last year. I was at Long Beach. The attendance was 4,000. Wow.
Oh, Long Beach. That's right.
I figured it was 4,000 JWs and one apostate.
Love it.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, there was around 4,000 too when we went about 2 years ago. And normally there would have been like 10,000.
Yeah, it would have been packed. This time it wouldn't. Because they have a whole lot of people from all over the state show up there. Or half of the state. This is a big state.
Yeah.
Well, he's in a big state too. He's in California. Jeez, as long as all get out.
Oh, yeah.
And very different from one end to the other.
XJWs have speakers and therapists and people tell stories too. You can go in person and online. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Definitely
nice.
have to look into that.
There is XJW therapists. That's true. But there's...
Yes. Reinstated and faded. I need a t-shirt. That would be a good t-shirt. Reinstated
that
and
would
faded.
be. That would
We'll
be.
have to create one.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to do another giveaway today.
If you want, if you want to participate and you want a t-shirt, then
show them the t-shirt and the bumper sticker.
Yeah, this is just a giveaway. These are not ones that we're going to be selling because it's actually not our website.
We made these for a convention that was going to be protested back before COVID. COVID hit, wiped that idea out. So now we're stuck with t-shirts, so we're going to give them away.
Yeah.
All right, show them the t-shirt.
We are going to create some really cool stuff later.
Yep.
That we'll sell. But this is the one we're giving away. This is the backside.
Learn the truth about Jehovah's Witnesses, jwfacts.com.
And then this is the front side.
jwfacts.com.
And then we're going to also give away a bumper sticker.
It's the same thing.
And that will go, it's just a bumper sticker. So,
yeah, it's UV protected, doesn't fade, all that stuff. So, and they really stick very well. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. So we're just going to give these away. We just would have you email us at factsonjw.
And I love that name for the t-shirt.
factsonjw@gmail.com. Or you can also message us on Facebook. Facts on JW is our Facebook name. So either way, if you want to contact us that way to provide your
yeah, she'll
address.
Post it here too.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just do a number between.
Let's see how many people's in here. Whoa, hold on. It's a bunch of people in here now.
But not everybody's.
It says it different here than there. So.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to write a number between.
Hold on a minute. Just give it a few more minutes. I didn't realize people would jump in.
Ryan Lee has a podcast. Okay.
Yeah. Therapist and
yes.
Jehovah's Witness. Yeah.
Oh, Paul Grundy's going to go to the XJW concentration or convention. Convention, he said.
Oh, that is cool. I'd like to see
cool.
him there. Oh,
yeah.
He's done that before where he goes and stands outside and talks to people. Yes.
And then this is his website.
Cool
so we're just going to give them away.
And guys, we're going to have some t-shirts coming soon, just so you know. So.
Yeah, that'll be our stuff.
Yeah, and that right there is a good idea, Esther. If we use that, we'll give you one.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, there we are. Between 1 and 30. Between 1 and 30.
No, because That's too many numbers.
That's how many people's here.
Yeah, but people don't pick the number. It's
And the
1 to
first
10.
one to get it.
1
Let's
to
do it.
10.
All right,
1 to 10.
no, 1 to 10 is not
1
enough.
to 20.
Do it like Jay does it.
What does he do?
Between 1 and 30. Guys, pick a number between 1 and 30. First person gets it. We get the free T-shirt and the first bumper.
Or the one who comes closest to the number we're going to pick.
All right, let us write down the number first.
We're going to write down the number first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to write it here. Between 1 and 30.
Yeah. You pick this time of number.
Okay, I'm going to write down a number, and I'll let you know when I have it written down.
Okay.
Okay, I'm putting the pen down, and then I've got the number here.
All right, we got numbers. Nope.
Between 1 and 30, and this is if you want a T-shirt. If you don't want a T-shirt, don't put a number in.
And if nobody gets it, you got it. Nancy.
Okay, Nancy, you got the number. 22.
Cool.
Very good.
That was good.
Okay, cool, Nancy.
Write down her name. And Nancy, all you do is just, we're going to put in our email address right here. Send us an email. What you doing?
Sorry. Okay.
Just send us an email with your name and address, and we'll mail it off to you. As long as you're in the continental United States.
Yeah, that would be easier if you're in the U.S.
We are mailing one to somewhere else, but that's
okay. That's the email, and and then also Nancy, if
no charge to you, there's no shipping,
no
nothing.
Charge or anything. Yeah, we already picked the number. Yeah. So number was 22, and if you could send us an email with the address where you want the T-shirt sent, and also what size do you need as well. And that's it. And
Esther, for such a wonderful donation that you give us, send us your name and address also. We'll send you one.
Yeah, we'll be happy to send you a T-shirt as well.
Give us everybody give us your size.
Yeah, size and address for Nancy and
Esther.
Esther. Yeah.
Esther Melgoza.
Okay.
Melgoza.
Yeah. Yes. So just make sure you send an email with your size and address. All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you. You're actually, you made it fun.
Yeah.
We'll do. I'm excited. Cool.
Yeah. So you can. So just a warning for you. You wear this T-shirt. You're gonna be. There's gonna be some Jehovah's Witnesses coming up to you. They're gonna be mad.
I've been in Costco.
Explain.
Where else? Let's see. I've been in Costco and Walmart. Walmart was the worst, man. It was like I got called an apostate. I got called, apostate several times, and I can't believe that you would say something against Jehovah's organization like that. I'm like,
yeah,
I didn't say nothing. I'm just telling people to go look at a website.
Right. Yeah. They might honk at you or something.
Oh, yeah. They had the bumper stickers. I got honked at a lot. Point fingers at me. I got told to take them off of my car. Somebody took one off of my bumper.
144,000. Yeah, that's a good number.
Yeah. I'm missing some of this. Man, we're going fast here.
Basically, just be aware that if you wear this T-shirt, you may get some negative
it's not bad, but it's like, they're just there.
I mean, there may be people may comment that Jehovah's Witness. You're gonna find out who's Jehovah's Witness.
Left mass all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely going to comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. 7. All
right.
Wow, that is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna call you out on it, but it's fun. It's all, witnesses. They're not going to do anything violent against you.
Nah, they're just going to complain a little bit. If I get that T-shirt, I'll place it by where the book cart is in front of my job. I'll plant it there before they arrive. Ooh,
how about a bumper sticker? Jeff, we'll send you a bumper sticker to do that with because we're kind of
Yeah. Brush up on your scriptures. Yeah, Jeff, if you want, we'd be happy to send you one as well, just email us.
Yeah, send us your address.
Yeah, and along with the size that you want.
I just gotta make sure I got his size though.
Yeah, because we don't want to send the wrong size. And but
yeah,
I think,
send it to us.
You know, we want, our objective in this is to help Jehovah's Witnesses wake up. He actually one time created a poster like that you stick in the ground.
I still got one. I got one left.
And he would go around and he would put them, you know, at like stoplights. And Jehovah's Witnesses would go around and pick them up and remove them. But they would, you know, they get all angry about it. But I do think it's still something that will make them question, like, hey, what is this website? Because, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, they cannot help themselves about their curiosity.
No, Nancy said she better brush up on her scripture. Rebuttals. I love it.
Yeah, because you never know. Like, you might get a Jehovah's Witness who's going to come up to you and they're going to be pissed off or something. But if you can defend the reasons why you left.
Well, they'll try to trip you up with
1914, for example.
Right, and they'll trip you up with just quoting scriptures like a verse. And then they'll weave a tale around a verse out of the Bible that's taken out of context, has nothing to do with the chapter that they took the verse from. Mm-hmm. So be aware of that. That's how they trip you up, and then they'll make you feel like you're foolish for not seeing what they're saying. You see what it says, blah, 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 and it's just anybody would say, oh, yeah, I see that. But you really, it's not, it's false. So be careful with that.
And thank you, Esther. We really appreciate that comment that you're glad that you found us. We are glad to have you here.
Oh, definitely glad that you're here.
And Jane, thank you so much, too.
And Jane's a sweetheart.
We enjoy your comments and all of your really cool stories.
I mean, she'll answer questions, man. She's a smart lady.
Yeah.
And she's experienced a lot. I'd like to do an interview with her.
Yeah, you're right, Maverick. Jehovah's Witnesses don't talk about the Bible. They're on TikTok. They're on TikTok at the carts. I know. I've actually watched some of these Christians come up to them and try to talk to them at their carts, and they just send them to the website, and they don't want to talk. They don't have anything to talk about, because you know why? Because their talk forever and ever was about the end was coming and why you needed to become a Jehovah's Witness, because Armageddon was coming. Well, that's kind of died down. Yeah. You know, when is the end coming? And
the overlapping generation now.
They don't have nothing to talk about anymore.
Well, if anybody ever wanted to know if they made a false prediction, there's your one right there. Used to be this generation will not pass until we'll see Armageddon. Well, the generation now is the overlapping generation. That is now saying that what they previously thought was not true. So they believe something else. This overlapping generation, that's teaching lies. So that's pretty easy to prove.
I like what you said, Jeff, that you would ask a question and leave them with it. I call it the Trojan horse approach.
I love that,
Get in their head and they won't be able to get out. And that's great. Yeah, so we got to send you definitely a t-shirt or something so that you can kind of,
well, at least a bumper sticker for just to set out there.
Something so that you can, maybe they might come up to you. That would be cool.
Because a shirt, you know, you'd hate to see a shirt just set out there because they're just going to trash it.
Well, we're going to definitely do, like, you know, at least get you a bumper sticker so that you can, maybe they'll be questioning.
Yeah. Because they see that, they're going to be like, what the hell? What's this? You imagine.
Imagine how, if they could explain how you get to 1914. Yeah.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Millions now living will never die. Exactly. Yep. I like your tactics for sure, Jeff. That's a great idea. And like what you had also mentioned about like going up to them and just saying, hey, I'm a witness too. Did you know about the court cases? They don't know. And then here you go, go look it up. Here's a website. And that's going to make them, you know, be curious for sure. The JW meltdown. That's for sure.
Yep. Wow, man. It's like, yeah, I know. We got about 2 minutes left here, guys. A minute and a half. What's this say? Time.
I'm glad I commented. I have social anxiety and a bunch of other things I just got diagnosed with, so it's hard to speak with a lot of people. You guys are so sweet. Oh, thank you, and thank you for being able to comment. And at least, you know, you don't have to, like, you're just commenting. You know, you're not really having to speak. So But
Well,
I'm
time
glad
will
that-
pass. That will
Yeah.
also pass. And I
Yeah.
promise you, dearest, time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
It just takes enough time, and you have to just get yourself in that positive place.
Yeah.
But we love you here, and just know that.
Yeah. Thank you, Maverick.
Um,
Did you all see the apostate video from the? Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, we saw that. In fact,
oh yeah, that's crazy.
Booker T, thanks for popping
Oh,
in.
Booker T's here. Hey man.
The overlapping lie.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's a good name for a T-shirt.
Yeah, the overlapping lie. I like that.
The overlapping. I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah.
The overlapping lie.
Now we are trying to do one on Thursdays as well. Wednesdays or Thursdays. That way, for people that can't get on during the weekend sometimes because they're tied up with work or some other obligation, we're doing one on Thursday night, right?
Yeah, usually Thursdays.
Yeah, so Thursday night. So check us out then, and we'll do it every Sunday and try to get here at 5 or 5:30.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time.
That's
we're
correct.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
If they ever ask me what stumbled me, I'll tell them it was the governing body. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, it's true, for sure.
Yeah. Who said that? Was that Jeff?
That was Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah. The over.
607 reasons why 1914 is a lie T-shirt.
Oh, I love that.
I like that. 607.
Yeah. You
got good ideas.
And I told somebody recently, I was like, if you want to talk about the Bible, go read the book of Esther. I said, and Haggai and
Haggai.
Haggai, yeah.
You mean Haggai?
Haggai, however you pronounce it. And
Haggai.
Nehemiah. I said, it tells you, especially Ezra, not Esther, Ezra. But when you read Ezra, it tells you the time frame and how long it took to build the temple. And Jews did not consider themselves free from captivity until the temple was built because it was spiritual freedom. And people forget that. And what they reconnected that covenant with God.
Thank you for popping in, Born JW. Really appreciate you always
definitely.
supporting us. We really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great evening too. We'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, thank you, man. See you Thursday, Born JW. Always great seeing you here, man.
So the overlapping lie, 607 reasons why 1914 is a lie. And there was one other one that somebody mentioned, and I forgot what it was.
Esther.
I have to go back.
Yeah, it was faded. Oh my Lord.
Oh wait, reinstated.
Yeah, reinstated and faded.
Reinstated and faded.
That was it.
Reinstated and faded. Okay.
I love that idea. That was actually good. It'd be a great shirt.
I like that.
Oh yeah, there we go. LOL. That is a great shirt.
Reinstated and faded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good ideas. I like it.
I thought you didn't write that one down yet.
No.
Yeah. See, we need to get these done. I got a place to get them done. So.
Yeah. So that'll be our goal, is to have some really cool T-shirts, little cute little sayings on there that it might people might be like, what is that? The overlapping lie,
Yeah.
Strike up some cool conversations.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we got a whiny dog downstairs. I hear him.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to. Oh, wait. My sister-in-law was running from the elders because they wanted to have a judicial meeting with her for having a boyfriend. She told them she would call the police on them for harassment. Good for her.
Yes,
and
then she can too.
Tell her to tell them to leave her alone.
Yep.
And do not talk to them. Do not say anything to them, because they will use everything against you, just like in a court of law. They use all of your words against you so they can punish you. They don't need to know any of your business. They're nothing but a bunch of gossiping assholes. So
the open Bible with an arrow pointing. 1914 Armageddon. It says
the Truth Book with
one
the open
generation.
Bible with an arrow pointing 1914 to Armageddon. Oh wow!
All right, my sister. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Where did it go?
It's okay.
Where was that at?
He deleted it.
Oh. All right, I should have done that. They talked to me. Oh, they stalked you? Oh, my Lord.
Well, they will do that, but you know what you can do is you don't answer the door. You don't, if they come to your door, don't answer it. Don't answer the phone calls. Don't answer the text messages. Ignore them. And they will eventually go away.
It's too late now. Just deal with the situation. Live in the moment and do your best. Just be the best person you possibly can be.
But I still think you should.
You're better off without them.
You avoid them. Avoid them at all costs.
Yeah. Let's see. Composer. Yes, great. Yeah, I mean,
they waited till I got home and came up behind me.
Oh my Lord!
Drive in your car and drive off. Don't talk to them.
That's crazy.
Just walk in your door. Ignore them. Even if they're there waiting at the door, you just walk in. You walk in the door and shut the door behind them and lock it, and just say, "Please leave."
Or like one person I saw said they walked right past them.
Yeah, just walk
and said, "I'm calling the police" on their cell phone, and walked right past them and shut the door behind them.
Yeah, that's what you can do. I'm going to pay a lawyer to write a letter forbidding them from announcing my name in public. Oh, there you go. That would be good. That's if you don't owe them anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't owe them anything.
I was kidding.
I was getting groceries out of my van. Then I told them not to come back, but they still did.
Man, that is crazy.
You could tell them, say, I do not want you here. You're trespassing. Please leave and do not come back. If you do come back, I will call the police. That's what you can say if you have to. Just
to tell you how these elders are, when I was studying, I had 2 elders that would come and study with me. And I would tell her after the study, I was like, on Thursday, they're going to announce such and such as being disfellowship. She's like, how do you know that? I was like, because he told me. And by the way, this is what they're disfellowship for. The elders would tell me.
And he wasn't even a Jehovah's Witness.
No, I was just studying.
He was studying. So if they're going to tell...
But they wanted me to
Bible
start answering questions and doing the mic and going out in service. Aggravating. I was like, no, that ain't happening.
I understand you weren't, you were unstable. You said at the time. I understand. I mean,
yeah, dear. I mean, you can't go back and rehash that. Move on.
Yeah, you just move on. If they happen to bother you again, just ignore them.
Well, they're not going to bother you now.
Yeah.
Best thing to do is move on.
Yeah.
You're living the now.
Your power, like you say, Maverick.
Yeah.
They don't have any authority over. They don't have any authority over our lives. Only if we let them. Exactly.
Yes.
Getting the picture from the truth book that has the Bible open and says "One Generation 1914 Armageddon" on a T-shirt.
Just be the best person you possibly can be. Time will pass. That's what life's about. How good of a person truly are you? And then when you be the best person you can be, and there's nobody perfect, just be the best person you can be. Be humble and kind and love people. That's what life's about.
Yep.
Follow God, of course. But you don't have to be in a cult for that. At first, I was terrified. And if you don't, that's your choice. But that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, if you can get, I mean, I was kind of scared too, as well, for them to come by the house.
Live Forever book. Yeah.
Yes. Like a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That. Is Tony Morris an apostate? We don't know. We don't think so, because if he was, then it would have been like a Raymond Franz thing where they would have made a big deal about it.
That's actually a good thing.
And we think possibly the reason why he's no longer in is because, or he's not a governing body member, is because he believed in it. And
hardcore.
He did not like the changes. That's when he left, or he was kicked out, one or the other, whenever they allowed the beards, women to wear pants, men didn't have to wear suit and tie anymore. They didn't have to count time. I don't think he liked that.
At Booker T, just so you know, they put several of his videos back up.
Yes.
Just go to jw.org and type in his name in the search, and you'll see about 20 videos now back up.
And we also think that he would be a ticking time bomb if he was subpoenaed in court. He would probably say something crazy like Jehovah's with us no matter what,
Yeah, they give Tony a house not far from where we live. So
yeah. Yeah, maybe Tony will tell his story one day. We'll see. Or someone who knew him, who knows him, will know what's really going on.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
true.
we'll find out one day. But
Yes.
we think that he definitely believed in the religion. I don't know so much now.
I still think he believes in it
He
because they
believed the
wouldn't be
way it
putting his
was.
they wouldn't be putting his videos back up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
true.
crazy. Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Are they bringing him back?
Right, that's a good
I
question.
know he's listed in those summons to go to court. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to try to put everything on him.
I don't think that they agree with. I don't think that he agreed with the changes that they made.
Maybe they're saying he believed all that mess. Let's put it all on him and use him as a scapegoat.
Why are there no Latinos, Asians, Native Americans on the governing body? That's
exactly true, man. Hey,
yeah.
No offense intended, but if you've ever saw South Park, you'll know this term. But they have their one token black guy, and they should call him token. That's pretty messed up, considering they got a religion that has a large amount of black brothers and sisters,
and a lot of Hispanic too.
Yeah, and they don't have not a representation, but just one person.
Oh, Tony used to give talks at the district convention where you attended. That's cool.
Who said that?
Jay.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, he said that before, I think. Yeah.
I actually remember a couple of governing body members that came to my convention when I was a little girl, and they're passed away now, and that's Daniel Sidlick and Brother Barry was his name. He was from England. Seemed like both of them seemed like nice guys, for sure.
Was this?
I was hoping a Filipino would have made the governing body. That's a sincere statement, but that's where there's growth, and it would have been great representation. It might, it might take time. Raymond Franz wrote his book 2 years after he left Bethel.
Yep.
But did they not make an announcement that Raymond was an apostate? And because if you ask any Jehovah's Witness, they'll they deem him an apostate, and he's just terrible. So did that
left
take time?
Was the CO at the hall when I
was the CO
okay.
at the hall when I was a kid. Wow.
Oh,
that would have been in Alabama.
No. He was somewhere.
He's from Alabama.
Yes, I know. He's not far from where I'm from.
Yeah. I let the governing body. I think the governing body is no different than a body of elders. If they don't like one, they sabotage until they get what they want. Yeah, I agree.
I know. I laughed too.
Yeah. If Tony's videos are coming back, they might try to do it for legal reasons to show they aren't hiding anything.
Wisconsin,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
because he was moved. He was the CO for a while.
What?
He was circuit overseer for a while too.
You met Jack Barr in the 90s. Okay. Another governing body member back then.
Tom will pass to Wisconsin.
Oh. Wisconsin.
Jack Barr. Oh, wow. It's a name you don't hear often.
Nope.
When I visited UK Bethel. Okay.
Oh, cool. That's neat.
Now, is a lot of UK Bethel still there, or have they sold a lot of it off in just a small building about there now?
Bring back the tight pants talk. I love it.
I've been looking for that on jw.org. I can't find it because they brought back a lot of the videos. They even brought one back about protecting children, and they did kind of edit it because it was not a good video with Tony.
You shook Barr's hand at a convention. That's cool. I met Splain at a convention in the mid-2000s. He was kind of slimy back then, but he was tolerable. Yeah. Smoking Tony spoke at my circuit assembly. He had a ponytail.
Yeah, he said that before.
What? A ponytail? Yeah.
Everyone was talking about it.
Why would he have a ponytail? That's weird.
I don't know. He was a Vietnam vet, and he was kind of messed up in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a nurse or something. Saw a lot of
a medic.
Yeah, he saw a lot of bad stuff.
All right.
Guys, we got a dog that's going crazy downstairs.
We got to feed them.
As always, we love spending time with you guys. Time will tell. We'll say a prayer for you tonight as well, but just hold your head up, think positive, and, just remember this was a lot of fun. Just remember, you can be anything you want to be, and don't let this religion pull you down, because that's what it's done to a lot of good people, is
Yeah.
it's pulled them down and hurt them and damaged them. So
Yeah.
rise above it and be strong, dear, and we'll pray for you.
Okay, so Jeff, you said that one of your best experiences was visiting London Bethel, huh? Which was a better atmosphere than Brooklyn Bethel. That's cool.
District convention.
Interesting. You met a governing body member, Frederick Franz, at the district convention. Oh wow!
Oh my!
And that was, my dad was a circuit overseer, and so he had meetings with Franz the entire convention. Have pictures. Woo!
Esther, do you ever want to do an interview with us? Put it in the comments too when you.
No, send an email to me, not comments. factsonjw@gmail if you would like. That would be cool to hear your experience and things.
You've said some really interesting
people
stuff.
that you know,
Yeah,
or knew back then. Tony is doing just fine. He's been partying a lot and crashing on my couch recently.
Tony drinks. Hey, Tony drinks $high liquor. He ain't playing, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
I met Daniel Sidlick, and he was a really nice man, and which I've mentioned that before. He's a really nice guy, and he knew my father, so it was kind of cool, I thought. And
yeah, that's right.
Raymond Franz spoke highly of him, that he was a nice man.
Yeah, Raymond Franz did. Raymond Franz basically said he was out.
He was just scared. He was scared to leave, so he didn't.
Invite me over sometimes, Jeff said.
Okay.
Let me crash on your couch.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and end the stream, and we thank you all so much for joining in.
Yeah,
we'll make sure that we will send out our next when we're going to do another live chat or live stream. Hopefully, it'll be Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, that's the plans. In the evening, of course.
Right, so everybody can be able to join.
Yeah, Eastern time for us. All right, y'all have a great week, and we will see y'all soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'm sorry. See ya.
Goodness.